Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video on the TARDIS Zone. Obviously, before I start, please give the video a like if you like what I have to say, and obviously if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. So Rotten Tomatoes is the subject of this video. But firstly, before I get on to the whole Captain Marvel stuff, I would just like to comment on Doctor Who. So the audience score for Series 11 Doctor Who has gone down to 20%. So it's dropped from 3 from the last time that I checked. So it's gone down another 3. So yeah, this show was supposed to be one of the most popular, but yet the audience score keeps plummeting down. So it just goes to show that the fans are not happy with this series. And it doesn't matter what the fans that support this say online anymore. It's irrelevant. The inevitable is coming. Doctor Who, this version of Doctor Who is going to come to an end after Series 12. Guarantees, because the audience score is going to go down, or will it? So let's talk about Rotten Tomatoes and Captain Marvel. So I've got a Digital Spy article here, and it says Rotten Tomatoes has made a big change to tackle trolls. So this is what the likes of Digital Spy, Hollywood Reporter, and all these other comic book feeds on Twitter are calling fans. They're calling them trolls. We're used to hearing that term when we talk within our own fandoms. I'm in the Doctor Who fandom. I'm being called a troll a lot because of my opinions of Series 11. I don't care what they call me, to be honest with you. I don't care if they have groups dedicated to taking me down. I don't care if they're actually on my YouTube subscribers. I really don't care, because the more you talk about me, the more exposure I'm getting anyway, so you're actually doing me a favour, so I don't really care. But getting back to this, so Rotten Tomatoes, as I said, they've made a big change. So let's read the article. So it says Rotten Tomatoes has decided to take action in tackling online trolls after a stream of negative reviews appeared on the website. Recently, Captain Marvel and Star Wars The Last Jedi have been under attack from sexist trolls. Now, I'll read that line again. Recently, Captain Marvel and Star Wars The Last Jedi have been under attack from sexist trolls. Now, who's the reporter of this article? By Felice Miadova. Okay. Listen, obviously, you haven't looked online, because if you looked online, mate, they're not sexist trolls. I mean, women are even hating this. So I don't know where you're getting all this. See, this is another term you like to use. So he goes, referring to Brie Larson's female lead character, one disgruntled fan who hasn't seen the movie posted, Captain Marvel will always be the superhero dressed in red with a lightning bolt in front of his chest, while the other one added, oh boy, first off with this will be worse than The Last Jedi. I'm calling it now. Critics will love it, audiences will hate it. Now, Rotten Tomatoes feature allows users to review movies before their release date, and the review site is now making some changes to prevent negative online behaviour and improve the overall user experience. The website has seen an uptick in non-constructive input. So if you criticise, it's non-constructive. So you're not allowed an opinion. I'll rephrase. You're not allowed say anything negative about Captain Marvel because the lead is female. Now, if that isn't sexist, I don't know what is, to be quite honest. So these people talk about us being sexist, but yet they're being sexist because they say, well, you can't really complain because the woman playing the lead. Fucking idiots. So I said the website has seen an uptick in non-constructive input, sometimes bordering on trolling, and it will disable the comment feature prior to the movie's release. With this modification, the site will be able to accurately and authentically represent the voice of fans while protecting their data and public forums from bad actors. So basically, some of these people that have criticised Captain Marvel are bad actors. After each movie release, every user will be able to leave a rating and a comment disabling trolls' negative behaviour online. Female-led superhero movies have been doing pretty well at the box office, with Wonder Woman becoming the highest grossing super... Yeah, but they only mention Wonder Woman. Do you notice why it's always Wonder Woman? Because Wonder Woman did actually do well, but they don't mention that about the rest of them, because the rest of them didn't do well. But they'll bring up Wonder Woman because she was the one exception, because the lead in that movie knew how to handle the press, whereas Brie Larson didn't. You know what I mean? And this is why the movie is actually suffering. It's not got to do with the fact that people are hating on Brie Larson. They're hating on what the movie represents and what she represents. Okay? The fact is, we have no problem. Fans have no problem with people with inclusive, being inclusive, right? We've no problem with that whatsoever. We've no problem in female-led superhero movies. We don't have a problem in that. But what we do have a problem is when a lead comes out and starts preaching and starts opening a radical feminist mouth and starts giving all this rhetoric and then like tries to say that her employers like told her that she had to say this, and then it turns out that no such thing ever happened. You know what I mean? That's why the movie's going to fail. And the likes of the Hollywood Reporter and all these others like Digital Spy coming out and calling fans trolls just goes to show you where the power really is. It's not with the fans at the moment, it's with all these corporate gobshites. But what the fans can do is stop going to watch these movies. And then as soon as they see their bank balances all drop, then they'll start changing their rhetoric again, won't they? So that's what needs to happen. Maybe there has to be, maybe there has to be some sort of boycott. I don't know. I'm not telling people to boycott. I'm not going to see Captain Marvel anyway. It wasn't a movie I was interested in the first place. So I'm not going to go and see it. But I did enjoy Wonder Woman. Right, so they said female-led superhero movies have been doing well at the box office, with Wonder Woman becoming the highest grossing superhero narrative ever, and Star Wars The Last Jedi ranking as the 11th highest grossing movie in history. And let me see, where's the rest of this article? Well, I'll have to sign in for the rest of the article, but I'm not going to bother. But you can kind of get the general rhetoric from these gobshites, Digital Spy and others like them. I mean, they're now calling fans trolls. And also, the director of Shazam, I think, came out and had a go, didn't he? I mean, his movie hasn't even been released. What a way to fuck your movie up too, you idiot. And then Jason Rittman having to apologise to the snowflakes, because he said he was giving the Ghostbusters tree back to the fans. It was the right thing to say, by the way, and he apologised for it, which you shouldn't have done. You should have actually stood your bloody ground. The likes of Leslie Jones and all those other snowflakes that their nose are out of joint. Look, the end of the day, your movie wasn't popular. Nobody wanted the shite that you produced, right? It was a bad story, bad acting all round, okay? And the jokes in it were actually on border. Look. What we've noticed in the last couple of months especially, right, is that the likes of Doctor Who, Captain Marvel, the way Brie has been talking, and other shows, and now there's another movie coming out about this husband and wife, and the wife, it's back in the time when, about women's rights and all this crap. Look, we get it. Right? We get it. You know what I mean? Women oppress men bad. We get it. Okay? The message is being said loud and clear. We get it. Alright? But at the end of the day, I think Hollywood and all these other big film and TV companies have forgotten. Yous are there to entertain people. The people that you employ, like the actors and actresses, are there to entertain people. They're not there to actually preach at people. And this is what these idiots like Brie Larson, Jodie Whittaker, and the rest of them have forgotten. Right? You're there to entertain. You're not there to preach at us and tell us how bad men are, or to tell us this, that, and the other. You're there to entertain. We don't give a crap what your ideology is. Keep that crap to yourself and go to the places where you need to go to spout all that crap. Nobody wants it in their franchises, okay? And Doctor Who Series 11 Rotten Tomato score is 20%, right? It'll go down further. But with this Captain Marvel move now, they might actually do that. I don't know if they're actually going to do it across the board now with audience ratings or whatever it is. I don't know if they're going to change the whole Rotten Tomatoes format, right? But what's that? Rotten Tomatoes now is that they're shooting themselves in the foot, and we could say goodbye to Rotten Tomatoes now. We could say goodbye. Rotten Tomatoes have shot themselves in the foot. It was supposed to be there for fans to either complain or to be happy about stuff, okay? To rate a movie, and now you're taking that ability away. And remember, people, before it goes on general release, there is a lot of people that still get to see this movie, that are in the media, that do all these blogs, and that go into Rotten Tomatoes and give their reviews, right? Even those people are going to be stuck. Only the good reviews are going to get through, and anybody that doesn't give it a good review is either going to be labelled a troll or a bad actor. This is what has happened now. But the fans need to fight back now. You need to stop going to these movies, to be quite honest. That's what needs to happen. We need to hit them where it hurts. We need to hit them in their pockets. People need to stop going to see this movie. Do you know what I mean? I won't even go and see it. I saw the trailer for it, and she made one little line in the trailer, and that was it. I said, no, I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of all this, why is it always men are better at doing things? Well, I'm sorry, but, in certain things, men are better. And in certain things, women are better. You know what I mean? You don't see all of us men bitching and moaning about how certain of their rights are not being... you have International Women's Day, right? Yeah, right? International Women's Day. Only gone a while ago, right? International Women's Day. It's the one for men. You have Valentine's Day as well. Now, okay, it's for couples, but let's be honest, right? As a bloke myself, we all know that the girls take Valentine's Day more serious than men do, okay? And now I'm lucky because my wife doesn't buy into all that crap Valentine's. And even when I bought her flowers, I bought her a couple of roses, she didn't, you know what I mean? It was well, what do you get them for? 'Cause she doesn't buy into it. And that's why I love my wife, because, she doesn't buy into all this crap. Even for herself, she was all excited for Doctor Who Series 11. And then as the weeks went on, I could see her face and her expressions slowly changing, and I could actually see the life being sucked out of this woman watching the show. That's what Doctor Who Series 11 does to you. It sucks the life out of you. It's not the same show. I don't care what people say. All these pro-Jodie supporters can say, oh, but it is. It's more like Classic Who than it's ever been. No, it hasn't. Go back and watch Classic Who, because you're all watching it wrong. Okay? At the end of the day, they did deal with social issues, right? They did deal with history, right? But it was how it was presented, okay? The way it's presented today, the politics are in front and the storyline has taken a back step. That's the difference. So you don't ever taint Classic Who with this piece of shit, because Series 11, that's what it is. It's a piece of shit. I wouldn't even piss on it if it was on fire, the box set, to be quite honest. I wouldn't even buy it. But this is what needs to happen. To stop this industry from doing what they're doing now, right? BBC, Hollywood, Disney, all of them, Fox, the whole lot of them, Sony, with their propaganda crap, right? You need to stop watching their movies. End of. That's the only way we're going to stop this crap from happening. I don't care. And I don't mind watching female superhero movies, if that's what the movie is. But it's not, right? It's a propaganda piece, right? To tell us how we're bad and how they're great and how they're oppressed and how, that it's great to be a woman. Yeah, we know it's great to be a woman. Great to be a man too. You know what I mean? But there has to be a balance, and there is no balance. It just seems to be one way. And these people are determined to have their message put across no matter what. And anybody that has anything negative to say is gone. Is gone. Now at the end of this video, don't leave, because at the end of this video, I also have a little bit where the snippets of the headlines talking about Captain Marvel, the audience score, Rotten Tomatoes of Doctor Who too, and actually look at the articles. And if you can't read the articles quick enough, right, I've also left so you can look at the reporter. Go in and have a look at what they said, right? They're labelling fans trolls. That's what they're basically doing. We're sexist trolls. Now, we expect that from the fan bases of all these franchises, as I said. But now the media, this is the rhetoric that they're using. It's the same with, as I said in a couple of videos previous, when we were talking about the term politically correct. That is another word that they're trying to get rid of completely, because it's a dirty word for them. It's a word that damages them, and they need to get rid of that politically correct word. This is another step. Now, what does this mean for Doctor Who Series 12? Well, if the Rotten Tomatoes, as I said, completely change the audience score or ratings, then I see, this is the problem I have, right? You've got, as I said, you've got these bloggers and you've got all these media that watch, they get to see a couple of episodes of Doctor. They get to see the episodes every week anyway. They get to see the episodes before everybody, the mass audience, does. Okay? And you've seen it over Series 11. You had the reviews coming out, and from them, they were all positive. Right? There wasn't one negative review from any of the bloggers that I could find. Right? That were actually, I've watched the episode, it's brilliant. It's a masterpiece, this, that, and the other. But then if you go into Rotten Tomatoes and you go to the comments from the fans, well, it's a totally different story. What you do is you do get a mixed bag, but you do get mostly negative reviews. And the reason why that is because the fans don't like it. But apparently, if you have that opinion, you're a sexist troll. So congratulations, we're all sexist trolls. What about all the women that hate this show? Are they also sexist trolls? Because my wife doesn't like Series 11. She didn't like the way it ended, the way it went on. You know what I mean? I wasn't the only one. There's other women that I know also on Facebook and Twitter that have accounts that I know that didn't like this either. You know, there's some female YouTubers out there that didn't like it. You know, also male YouTubers. But no, you pick on the blokes. We're all sexist. You know what I mean? We're not sexist. We're fans that are disgruntled because we want to be entertained, but we're being preached at. Right? Now, personally speaking, as I said, not going to go see Captain Marvel, but the way Brie Larson has went on and the way Rotten Tomatoes has gone now, this is if there was any chance of me ever going to see the movie, they've just like killed it anyway, to be quite honest. Rotten Tomatoes doing that will mean that other review sites will probably follow suit, because, you know, we're not allowed to say anything negative anymore. We all have to be happy and take those happy pills, people. You know, we're not allowed to say anything negative about Jodie Whittaker. We're not allowed to say anything negative about Brie Larson when they say anything negative, yeah? We're not allowed to say anything negative about the stuff that they're in. But they're allowed to go out and attack fans. And I'm sick of pro-Jodie fans saying that Jodie Whittaker didn't attack fans. She did when she did that stylist video, okay? And you've seen her whole behaviour in that video. That's not how you behave, and that's not how you endear yourself to the fans. Okay, and as soon as she did that, she lost most of the fan base anyway. And the Rotten Tomatoes score going down another 3% is an indication that Doctor Who is finished. This version of Doctor Who is finished. And Series 12 is going to struggle to get the numbers that it needs to keep going. So that's when Jodie Whittaker, well, Chris Chibnall will step down. And apparently Jodie Whittaker has said when Chris Chibnall steps down, she's going to leave. So I say good riddance, because that's the hashtag they used in that video. So I say good riddance to you. It's good riddance to Chris Chibnall. We don't want you there anyway. You have done your damage, move on. You know, if there's a franchise to fucking save after that, we'll see. But Doctor Who, for as far as I'm concerned anyway, the fandom is damaged. The fandom is damaged and will never recover. It won't. It'll never recover. It's damaged beyond repair, to be honest. It'll never, even if it does. Even if we do get a male Doctor again, and they try bring back, if they try bring back Doctor Who to the way it's supposed to be, I'll say there'll be a lot of angry people out there and a lot of bitter people out there, you know, that have been attacked by the media, that have been attacked by Jodie Whittaker herself in that stylist video. You know what I mean? And then you've got our fans then, and they're a bunch of vile individuals as well. I've had to deal with a lot of them in the past few months and year since I started to do all this. And apparently, because I do have a different opinion, you know, they're in a group attacking me all the time, but they won't face me to their face. And some of them probably subscribe to me. And the more you keep talking about me on Facebook, it's actually great because it gets back to me. But the more you actually talk about me on Facebook, you are actually helping me subscribers go up. So you are actually doing me a favour. So thank you for that. You know, so if you want to keep badmouthing me, go ahead. Because thanks to you people, I'm being recognised. And now I'm getting more subscribers. So you can keep ranting away about me. Because you are helping me get my channel up and running. So I appreciate that, Pro Jody supporters. So yeah, so if the audience rating scores, I said they might if Rotten Tomatoes is changing the whole thing, then Series 12. See, this is what will happen now. You won't get a true representation. They're trying to say it will be a true representation, but it won't be, because you know it is important that we have those people that see the episodes before with the mass audience. We've always relied on reviewers like that. Everybody has. Do you know what I mean? You have people that do review the trailers also. It's all part and parcel of the whole thing. And if you take that away, it's being dishonest. And that's what it is. They're being dishonest now. I can't actually believe Rotten Tomatoes would bow down to a big corporation like Disney anyway, to be quite honest. It's quite disgusting. That they have that much power that they can actually get Rotten Tomatoes to do that. And for Rotten Tomatoes then to come out in their own statement and call people, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but we're not trolls. We're fans that are totally pissed off. And, you know, look, Disney have Star Wars, a new Star Wars movie coming out. Guaranteed after this now it's gonna flop, right? Doctor Who Series 12 is going to come out next year. That's going to flop. Okay. How many movies and how many TV shows with female leads, right, that sprout all this ideology, right? When are they going to cop on? They won't. I'll tell you why they won't. Because there is still a certain amount of people that go and see the movie. And even though people go against their conscience and might go and see the movie because, you know, someone that they know wants to really go and see it and then you'll go and see it, don't. Boycott the movie. If you don't want these movies to be made anymore with that sort of ideology and you want proper movies to entertain, well then you don't go and watch these craps. You don't go and watch them. No more. You know what I mean? I put myself through Series 11. It was the worst mistake of my life. Seriously, I still haven't recovered after watching the New Year special. I just cannot believe how disrespectful they were. This is the one thing I hate about Resolution, right? I cannot believe how disrespectful they were to the legacy of the Brigadier, right? When they made that stupid phone call about UNIT. That was spitting in his face. And that's how I felt, spitting in every classic fan's face when they did that, right? I swear to God, I'm so angry about that. That is the one, oh man, I don't even, and I'm like, this whole, the Dalek on the woman's back was supposed to be, you know, it was supposed to basically symbolise, well, that was a man, you know, draining the life out of a woman. That was supposed to be what that was all about. But disrespecting UNIT like that, that's what pissed me off. Do you know what? Series 11 was bad in itself, but that was the thing that tipped me over the edge. And I know a lot of worse things had happened in it, but that was the one thing that really threw me over. Fucking ridiculous. Disrespectful. Right? And Chris Chibnall now is decided that he's going to bring back old villains. Well, God help those old villains, I swear to good God. It's ridiculous. But you know what? We'll keep going. We'll keep doing what we're doing. Oh, and by the way, we have been asked, well, I've been asked a couple of times as well, is there any news on any the investigations that we've been doing? Basically, this is where we stand so far. So we've released the first lot of information, as you all know, on the JPEG. If you go into the TARDIS Zone official YouTube channel or the Not My Doctor Who HQ Facebook page, or you go onto me Twitter, the TARDIS Zone on the Twitter, or Aslan's Army also on YouTube. You will find those videos. Just to fill you in, if you don't know, we have uncovered some dodgy dealings going on at the BBC, or we suspect that it could be a bunch of fantasies. But either way, there is a law being broken, because they're basically accusing someone of, yeah, of pretty horrendous stuff. So this is where we are at the moment. So we've sent out an open letter to someone connected to the BBC production, which most of you will know is Crystal D. The only reason why we sent it is because this person in particular, who we haven't mentioned, does know her. So we thought we'd reach out and see what happens. So far, we've had no response. Now, the John, who I do the podcast with, is actually away on family matters at the moment. So what's happening is the team is investigating, and we're still doing a bit of digging up. So there will be an update on this probably by the weekend. He's back Friday, so maybe Saturday, Sunday night. It could be Monday. I'll have to check with himself and see what happens. But we will be giving you an update on that also. So listen, folks, it's time for me to go. Have a good night. It's Tuesday here, so have a good night. Stay safe, and I will talk to you all soon. And listen, folks. This is important now, right? See, what's happened is that there's been a fight back from the fans, right? And now they're coming back at us. Okay? Now we need to go back at them. And the only way to do is to boycott Captain Marvel. Boycott Series 12 of Doctor Who. And then we'll see what will happen. Because if they start losing money, you know, remember, all these companies are all about making money, right? If they start to feel it in the pocket, you know, they'll change their rhetoric eventually. They will say F you to these people, and they'll say enough is enough, we're losing money, sorry, it's not worth it. And they'll move on. Do you know what I mean? Look, as I said, nobody in the fandom anywhere has a problem with female superhero movies, or even female-led sci-fi franchises or TV franchises. But you don't take an established male role and stick a token female in there, because, you know, that's the way society thinks we should do things now. No. Right, with that, I'll talk to you all soon. Now, I have a second video coming up also later on. It's what was it? Let me see. I'm trying to remember. I think it was another Doctor Who. Yeah, it is. It's a Doctor Who fan art video. It's of all the Doctors. Now, when I say of all the Doctors, I mean all the Doctors up until Peter. So with that, folks, I will say goodnight, and yeah, I will talk to you all soon for another video. I will try to get as much out as I can in the next few weeks anyway. So I'll talk to you all, stay safe, and yeah, good night.